Hey Scorpio, I want to ask how you guys are doing, but I'm kind of afraid to. Scorpios have been kind of moody lately. Very emotional, and that's okay. You know, you guys have needed to really get into those emotions. The Cancer full moon kind of did a number on water signs. Cancers are, of course, taking it all in stride because they're making it happen. They're guiding us through it. But all of the planets have gone direct as well. And so fixed signs like Scorpio are having a really hard time pushing forward like all of the planets want them to. At the same time, all of these very Cancerian, emotional, watery emotionals, just emo, like all over, like 1990s grunge emo, all over a Scorpio right now. Yeah, I know, I can feel it. Which is funny because I have no Scorpio in my chart, but I can feel you guys, like, it kind of sucks, but at the same time, getting in touch with those feelings, and it's like you gotta acknowledge it, you have to accept it, and you have to let it flow through you and just let it go. You know, like, don't dwell on what's going on. So if there's a person in your life that is making you feel emotional, the end of the month is going to be a really good time to either eclipse that person out of your life with the full lunar eclipse, or it's going to be a really good time for you to eclipse those emotions out of your life. Maybe change some aspects of the environment. We have the Empress. We have the Queen of Swords. We have the Six of Cups, so this could do with family or a soulmate, an air sign. Ooh, 2 air signs. And the King of Swords. So, if you have air in your chart, maybe you are taking on some of your air sign qualities, or maybe there are 2 separate air signs in your life that you feel very, very connected to. You could have an Aries in your life, the Empress, or there's just this really like renewed aspect. You could be taking on a very rational approach. But I kind of feel like these 2 people here are a little bit harsh towards you. These 2 air signs. They might be a little too blunt for a Scorpio's emotions right now. Because I feel like with this Empress that you're really you really want to have that nurturing side from somebody. You really want to have this soul connection, this Six of Cups soul connection with somebody. And if there are air signs in your life that are being kind of like blunt and harsh and telling you how it is right now, you don't need that kind of clarity. You just kind of need to be nurtured like an Empress would nurture you. Because we have the Knight of Swords. Harsh communications. Yeah, a Scorpio doesn't need that harsh communication right now. They need somebody who's going to not really coddle them, but just love them. I think I said something. The Lovers, the bottom of the deck. Could be Gemini. One of these air signs could be a Gemini. We have the Ace of Swords. We have the Six of Pentacles. We have the Six of Wands. We have the Page of Cups. The Three of Pentacles and the Four of Swords. Lots of air. Little bit of earth. Definitely some emotions coming through. But we have a lot of air here, a lot of air qualities here. If you're in a situation where you've had to, I mean, like, a Scorpio doesn't need to, like, they really don't feel like begging for affection right now. And they want to be recognized, and they don't want to give too much, you know? Like, as you are working on your life this month, you know, work with the people in your soul tribe, in your group, that can give you more balance, can give you a little bit more give and take. Because a Scorpio does not need to have harsh punishment, harsh words said right now. They need to be recognized. They need to be loved. They need to be nurtured. Six of Wands and the Empress. So the Four of Swords is really telling me to, like, if you look at those swords, those ties on these swords, they've been cut. So I feel like you need to cut, like, the energy ties to people that are being, like, really super harsh with you. If there are air signs, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini in your life right now that are just being, like, super blunt, like, honest to a fault kind of blunt, like charging in like the Knight of Swords, bringing all sorts of communication and clarity to you, and it's just cutting you down a little bit towards the end of the month. I really want you to go back to like, who truly loves you enough to, like, listen, you know, the Lovers, because the burdens that you're carrying in your life, you want to balance this out. We have the Wheel of Fortune, Temperance, there you are, Death card, Three of Wands. And this is kind of like, this could be a hard lesson that you're learning about some people in your life that you are just kind of like, you know, I just need you to love me. I don't need you to cut me down right now. Like, I just need you to love me. Because you guys are really kind of emotional. And like I said, it's okay. I mean, shit. I don't have Scorpio in me. I've been kind of emotional lately too. That Cancerian energy is really, really heavy. And you're being really patient. And I feel like you're kind of going through your own Scorpio transformation and healing and balance. And maybe there's some truth about what these air signs are saying, or what's going on in your life. Maybe there is some kind of karmic truth behind it. But if it's coming out in a way, way harsh tone, how's that going to help? Three of Wands. Waiting for that clarity. The Devil. Waiting for that clarity. So it's like, I want you to kind of look at these two air signs here who may be messing with you this month. And Page of Swords, be like, yeah, you can give me the clarity. I don't mind you talking to me. Just don't talk to me like I'm shit. Like, don't throw things at me that I already know in a really rude, arrogant tone, because you know better than I do. Because air signs, honestly, I mean, I'm a Libra rising, so I can say this in a very honest way. Like, we think we know everything right now, and we really don't. Let's just put it out there. And you guys are having a very soft moment in your life. I mean, you're very tough, but you're kind of like stuck. You guys can be very, very tough, but you're having like that inner soft moment. And you need somebody to recognize and acknowledge that about it and not be super harsh. And it could be like in a relationship, or you could be dealing with a Gemini. But it definitely has to do, it's like a very soulful feeling that you're having within you right now. So make sure that you're like telling these people to like cut the shit out. Or I will, if you want me to. I'll tell all the air signs during the January videos to cut the shit out with Scorpio if you want me to. Because we're kind of being assholes. Just to let you know. Especially the rising air signs. I know, it's terrible. But at least I can admit it. So I really hope that you guys have a good January. It looks like you have some really great things coming up. I just want you to like recognize yourselves, not give too much. Don't give in to the bullshit that's being thrown at you, because there's this amazing relationship here that you've made happen, and you know, you need to recognize that about yourself, that you're working so hard, and you know, you need to have this like nurturing love around you. You know, you need to have like this very family atmosphere, nurturing love around you. So if you don't have this around you and you're having to beg for affection, then I think that that's kind of that wake-up call that Scorpio's realizing, you know, that, I mean, like, this is your lesson, Scorpio. Like, it's time to cut people out of your life and get that clarity. It's time to like cut that toxicity out of your life. You know, a lot of signs are coming to a lot of conclusions because now that Saturn's in Capricorn, the boss is saying, okay, you know, what's moral in our lives and what's immoral in our lives, and like, where do we need to see the reality of things, and where are we stuck, and where do we need to move forward? Well, the Two of Wands, where are you stuck? Where do you need to move forward? So like, let's take flight and let's go in that direction, right? And not listen to the bullshit that other people are saying to us that can cut us down when we're in a very soft place. Because you guys don't need that harsh communication. Not right now. You can handle the harsh communication. I'm not saying you can't handle the harsh communication. Don't come back and comment on the video saying, I'm stronger than that. I know you're strong. Oh, believe me, I know you guys are strong. A Scorpio can deal with just about any sign and deal with them really, really well. I'm just saying right now, in your life, there are some emotional things that are going on. So don't let people give you shit for it. Clarity's always nice, but not in a mean way. And I feel like these air signs are messing with you. Energetically, maybe with their words and communication, but in some way it's very toxic and you need to be nurtured right now. So, and there's a relationship here that could very well be either working for you or working against you, but there's definitely some burdens you got to figure it out with. I like the movement though. I like the movement forward. You guys are doing great. Have a really great rest of your January. Check out the InstantGo app. The link is below, and all of the donations that have come in. Thank you so much. If you would like to donate and you're not ready for a reading, that link is also below. And I've got my website up and running. If you would like to order a personal reading, it is much easier to go directly to the website, because if you email me, I will send you to the website anyways. And that is at fearlessintuition.net. It's .net, not .com. It's .net. And I have all sorts of new readings on there too. There is the Twin Flame Soulmate reading as well, those two options. So check it out. And I will be in Florida in a couple of weeks. So, which I'm really excited about because I hear it's in the 80s in Florida and I'm freezing where I am. So, have a great January, Scorpio. And I will see you guys for your love readings. Bye.